Welcome back to Inspired Siren. We are here in Antarctica in the game Planet Zoo, and we are going to create a winter wonderland zoo. I have been wanting to do this for a while and have not had motivation, but I saw Paws Build had started a festive zoo, and it really triggered me to be like, no, I could do it. The first zoo I made I didn't like, so we're gonna take two. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and let's get building. I have it on pause right now. The first thing I know I want to do is there is a entrance area I have in my mind that I really want there to be like a hilly, rocky Dall sheep out of the Arctic pack, and we're going to use all the Arctic pack themed stuff. So I am going to just pop a little entrance here, check out the zone, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just put in a little temporary staff area. We'll make this pretty later, but we just want the basics in. So we got the trade center, the quarantine. Oh, it's hard to see without the symbols on the top. What is this? Oh, do I accidentally have two trade centers? No, that's a workshop. Okay. Trade center, workshop, keeper hut, the quarantine, the vet, and the staff room. So without further ado, let's build some walls, but while we do that, we should get our animals moving. So I definitely want the first animal to be the Dall sheep. I don't know if this is the Dall. I don't know if this is the animal in the zoo that I'm thinking of, but it's like right when you walk in, there's this big hill kind of like in the middle of the entrance, and all these sheep are just hanging out, and they're all white, so maybe it's the Dall sheep. But let's see, they need at least 3, only 1 male, which I think is fine. It looks like we have a lot of girls right now. I'll get that one. Some of these aren't great. Let's see if we can refresh, see if we got anything different. That one doesn't have the best immunity. Let's just get a few for now. And I guess maybe this one, and we will send those off. These are just animals from my other zoo. Pay no mind. Let's send those really quick to quarantine. And I'm realizing now that we don't have any staff, so that's not going to work. So we need some staff. Let's get a staff. Okay, so we need a keeper, a caretaker, mechanic, and a vet for right now. That's what we'll start with, and then let's move those animals over to quarantine. Oh, okay. The pathing has struck again. I need to make sure that all of these buildings are connected. I think that was maybe the last one we had to build. The pathing system in Planet Zoo is a little bit crazy. So let's make sure everything's connected. Okay. It looks to be connected. Let's try again. Oh, probably need to hit play. See if I can get them. I still can't get them. Okay, hold up. Okay, there. I think I just had to refresh. Okay, so we'll get them. And while we're doing that, let's build this little enclosure. I'm hoping this will be big enough. I'm going to pop some fences down really quick. Now, we are going to go with the Arctic theme. Oops. And I have previously researched these in franchise mode. So I have the availability of all of them. So let me just make a few little fences here and then I'll pop back to you. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be about the right size with like 4 or 5 adults, let's say, a couple kids. I don't know, or Dall sheep, babies, lambs, I guess. Looks like the size is about right. So let's do some terrain modification and this is my basic layout for the fence. I'm going to add a few plants at the ends. And the other thing I need to do is lower the ground a little bit because they can actually get over this fence. So let's lower the ground. Let's mess with the terrain a little bit, get some hills for the sheep to run around on. And then we'll go from there. Okay, it doesn't look like much now, but let's get the animals in here, and then we can maybe see how we're doing. Okay, I'm hoping our animals are going to be through quarantine soon. They're in there now. While we're thinking about it, let's see if there are any others. There's a boy. He's not the best boy, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay, and let's send him over to quarantine too. And the other thing we can do while we're waiting and losing money like crazy is kind of get some of the basics in. So I just like to add a few of the things to the thing that I'm gonna need. Let's see, Dall sheep. Okay, so let's at least get some, maybe a tree. It would be cool if they could use that on the top of the mountain, but I don't know if they can, so we won't use that for now. Maybe let's get a grazing feeder over here. Maybe one over there, and then maybe a little barrel feeder on that side. And then we've got a herb scent marker maybe at the top. A good rule of thumb is to put the food where you think the keeper can get to easily, and the toys kind of can be anywhere. We will probably need a shelter. I might end up building a shelter kind of right into this wall here. I'll probably build my own, but I just want to check on their terrain needs before we do anything crazy. Oh, and let's not forget some water. I always go for the pipes because that way you don't have to have a keeper to fill them. As well as, you know, I just sometimes forget about water. Okay, let's speed things up and get these babies in here. Another thing I love to do is I reduce the aging of animals. It just really helps with general management as well as your zoo being a little bit crazy. So I would highly recommend I go all the way down to level 5. Or I guess up to level 5. Okay, here they come. This is a real test. Okay, there they are. Okay, really quick before they jump out, let's just check on their habitat. Okay, it doesn't look like they can jump out, even though they can walk up there, which is interesting. I would have assumed that they would be able to jump out if they could walk up there. But apparently they cannot. At least this one cannot. And then let's just see. The staff can also go everywhere, except for up there, but they don't need to go up there, so that's fine. Okay. So let's really quick get there. They're actually okay with the amount of pounds. I think I'd like to add some more. They're happy with the space. Okay, if anybody comes to your zoo, say hello and you get conservation credits, so always do that. Oops. Okay, and Logan is ready to move as well. And before I do anything else crazy, let's get some donation bins in here so that people can donate. Let's see, maybe let's get these maybe into like a blue and white scheme. So maybe I'll keep that like, we do like a lighter blue and the white is good. Okay. Just small changes to make your zoo feel like a little bit more special and unique. Okay, let's put there. They don't have a lot of reason to come into the zoo yet because the sheep are right here. So we really want to capitalize on that donation money from that. Okay. And now let's put... This is probably our best sheep, so let's put the other two on contraceptives so they don't mate when we put our boy in here. Okay. We're getting a little tight on space. Let's just see if there's anything we can do. We could add... Basically all of this is moot space. Okay. I'm going to edit this a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, a few changes there. That gets them kind of to a better spot space-wise. Let's pop all their enrichment back in. Enough space there, and I've got their enrichment in, and I don't know if we've ever researched these animals before, so let's check really quick into vet research, and it looks like we haven't, so let's get our vet on that. And while we're at it, let's just train up our staff so that they're a little better at their jobs. Oh, okay, you said you couldn't get out. All of my guests are running away. Dall sheep, run for your life. Okay, so maybe it's this hill right here that he jumped from. It says they can't get out, but I think perhaps this is a proof that they can. So maybe what we're gonna do is maybe we're gonna smooth that down a little bit. And see if that works a little better. Okay, and then while we're at it, let's get the... Oh, I'll just call the vet. No, this is not a good start. Okay, are you gonna jump out now too? It says they can't, so... Okay. Anyway... Back to the terrain. Let's do some planting up in here, and then I'll get right back to you. I also think I'm going to plant up around the edge of the exhibit. I love lining exhibits with like flowers and plants. I think I tend to like it better than some of the props. Like I'll add like a base prop, but then kind of just follow it up with a lot of plants. And I don't know. I just love how that looks. Okay. I have not added any to their actual habitat. So let's do that. Okay, we're kind of getting to the limit of their tree liking. So let's kind of just double check, make sure that everything else stayed good. Their nutrition will definitely go up as their research. The water is accessible. Their environment's good. Their enrichment's good. So let's get a little more education out here. And kind of that'll be our first little exhibit. You know what? I might decorate the store up a little bit more too. I love this thing. This is so cool. Okay, so I did a little door decoration. Let's get some education signs in here. think I've decided on just one on each side, so I'm gonna delete that. There can be kind of one, they can kind of move there. I'm really happy with how this habitat turned out. I think it's so cute. We got our little babies in here just hanging. They're happy. As soon as they're getting some more research done, which it looks like we've got some research complete, we can start feeding them better food and moving on to other pieces. Yeah, okay, this is looking really good. Okay, and then let's definitely name this Dall sheep. Okay, and let's check how people are feeling about the ticket price. The ticket price is great. Okay, so let's raise our tickets up a little bit. Let's get maybe $5 for adults. Oh, okay, this looks great. I'm really happy with this. I really love how it looks with the long grass coming through the snow. Look at this guy. He's just nibbling on this plant, I think. Oh my god, they're so cute. Okay, we have our first exhibit done. I think we probably need to wait to get a little more money before we get too crazy, like decorating and stuff. And I haven't quite decided how many animals I'm going to put in here, if I'm just going to do from the Arctic pack or if I'm doing other animals too. So I'm going to think about that and get back to you, but that'll be the end for this video here. If you haven't played Planet Zoo, like, give it a try. The learning curve is steep. Okay, but push through it. I did like all of the career modes and it ended up being slightly frustrating, but then I kind of figured it out. And this game, I mean, it's so pretty. If you love animals, like, oh, look at this guy scratching his head. Oh, that's so cute. This is what I mean. Oh, he's just carrying this little ball around. Oh, he dropped it. Too hard to get up the hill. But this is what I mean. Like, you can watch these animals do these cute little things in the most random ways. And you can end up just having a great time. So, and donation boxes is a big way to get money. Anywho, let's end this here today, and next time we'll get back to decorating and maybe some more exhibits.